Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And today we're reviewing a series that just dropped on Amazon Prime called The Great. So, let's pretend that it has been a decent amount of time since its release for normal people to have binged through it. Okay?
Okay, let's do that.
So, The Great is actually pretty great in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this
That's
one.
exciting. We're on the same page so far. Don't hold your breath. So, Catherine, a German, is sent to Russia to marry Peter the Great's son. Peter the Great's son is less
He's
great.
not so good. He's really, really bad, actually.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't really think he probably stood out as particularly bad. I think all of these rulers tend to be pretty terrible
It's a fair
people
point.
and
He's a horrible person.
and ignorant. Yeah. So Catherine, who is basically a child, maybe 18 when she gets sent over to marry a man she has never met, played by the wonderful Dakota Fanning. No.
Elle Fanning.
Yes. Played by the wonderful Elle Fanning. She arrives with some pretty romantical notions.
She does, about love and marriage.
Sex.
Her mom gave her actually quite a breakdown of what's involved on the wedding night.
Yeah, but it did not turn out to be so great a handbook for the type of lover Peter the Great's son is. So Peter the Spoiled is played by Nicholas Hoult, rather wonderfully, I
Amazing.
think. And I don't know if this at all inspired the casting, but you may remember him from The Favorite. And I think he had a sort of similar character in that.
I don't remember him in The Favorite.
Well, he's very good in that too. Of course, the strong central female performances are much easier to call to mind.
Yes.
But he had a great supporting role in that.
Well, he has a great supporting role in this.
He does. He thinks he has the starring role. I don't mean Nicholas Hoult, I mean Peter the...
Oh yeah, everything is about him.
Of
Absolutely.
course, but I mean, he was born to do this. He does not question his right or that he is right.
Also, everyone laughs at his jokes all the time.
Well, not the first time.
No, that's true.
But he is not above repeating it to get the laugh, and they definitely provide it. We were talking not that long ago about how Buckingham Palace in, I guess, Kimmy Schmidt was sort of akin to a bunker. And this definitely reinforces the notion of just
absolutely.
how insulated this life is. And I mean, how do you even think you can rule people that you have no idea how they live?
No regard for them.
None whatsoever. They're not even people. They're less than.
Yep.
And so when we first meet him at the palace, it is a nonstop orgy. And I don't just mean the sex way, although there's lots of sex going on all the time.
Yeah, but eating,
very out in the open. Oh
everything.
My gosh. Every glass on the ground.
That's right. Yeah, they love smashing glasses.
Which, I mean, is maybe a boon for the dishwasher, but not for whoever sweeps it up. So, I mean, it's just a palace of excess. And I know that feels redundant, but this seems even over the topper of over the topness. So yeah, it is not quite the life that Catherine thought she was getting into, and people keep blaming it on her lack of Russianness. And I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't think she's partisan at all. I don't think she's feeling patriotic for old Germany. I think she is truly baffled by this lifestyle, and she thought she would be taking it a little more seriously, but since the emperor does not, it is very hard for the empress to get any footing.
To me, though, that is, I could see where they're coming with the Russian comment, and maybe this is just me looking at, from the outside looking in, but it does seem that Russia in particular has a very high tolerance for misconduct by its leaders.
Sure.
If you're in command, you can't really do any wrong.
Right.
That the people are behind you for Mother Russia. And that certainly is the
Although
case
it turns
here.
out that even Americans have a pretty high tolerance
It
for
does
Russians
turn
misbehaving.
Yeah.
You know.
It really does. Touche.
Well done, sir. So we really got into this show. It is quite well done. I have to send a shout out to the costumer.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously it is a period piece. It is not a strictly period piece. I obviously always enjoy seeing some racially blind casting. That is nice. Not everyone is a white face, even though that's exactly how it would have been at the time.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that everybody speaks in not in an English accent.
Yep.
And again, that was also sort of poked fun at in Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes, it was.
Daniel Radcliffe says, "Oh, I know my accent is terrifying because it's the same accent that Nazis usually have in American films," which is true. And it is true here. The Germans and the Russians and the Swedes all have English accents.
Speaking, yeah.
Yes.
British accents.
It's pretty wonderful.
It is, and I think what you like, it's not only the casting, you were going with the costuming as well.
So beautiful.
The whole thing, though,
love.
they're not stuck to the period. They are taking liberties, which is awesome.
With the dialogue even.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely of the period, but also heightened. And it's all for like complete enjoyment.
Yeah.
I think.
I agree.
It feels better. It's a lot more engaging this way.
Yep.
But yes, such sumptuous set dressings, wonderful costumes that I never got enough of, and not just on the ladies. Nicholas Hoult, my goodness, leather pants.
Oh, he goes
lots
all
of
out.
furs.
He changes costumes a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Yes, and he's got the signature jewelry pieces.
Yeah, even his mother's pearls sometimes.
Even that's right. And I mean, his mother's dead, but she's still fabulously
She's
dressed
still
as well.
there.
Yeah. So there's lots of weirdness, and sometimes he is open to his wife. I mean, he has no notions of a romantic marriage, a love marriage. His wife is just there to bear him babies, and he's got other concubines for the fun bedroom stuff, and he doesn't believe that any woman should speak to him anyways. He's got some advisors. They have to be pretty catty and subtle about how they're slipping in the wisdom because it's got to feel like it's come from him. And yet here comes along this wife who stops him in his tracks, believes she is his equal or his superior, his intellect, yeah. And she kind of learns to play him. And it's not an easy process. At any moment she could be beheaded and she knows it. But yeah, she starts playing the game. And she claims that it is for the love of the country and its people. I wonder if that can be true. But she certainly was willing to sacrifice some pretty big stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's got a dream. She's going to be great. She's going to be the great.
That's right. If Peter the Great's son can't be the next great in line, then maybe she will. So it is, there's a lot of plotting. There's a lot of tension because everybody is going to backstab someone else. Sometimes front stab. It's not just backstabbing.
There's a lot of stabbing from all
stabbing.
sides.
Yes.
And it's not just two factions. This is everyone.
And I mean, it's good that they do that because they are not a great shot. It is better to rely on the blades.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was just incredibly intense and really absorbing, fun to watch. The performances, I mean, from the two leads, of course, really, really great. But I think across the board, everyone was working hard at this. And it is a kind of a period tone that we're maybe not quite used to, but they pull it off. They're very consistent with it.
Yeah, the tone works. It really is a big part of what makes this show stand out.
And like a lot of series, it does change directors. I think I spotted 2 by Bert and Bertie. but it really feels like
It's cohesive.
very cohesive, yeah. So it was a very pulled together story. I hope they come back with a season 2, but certainly you could just take it as season 1 and that's it. And it's pretty satisfying.
It's you have a lot of these shows that now are setting up season 2 in season 1, which is frustrating.
Yes.
This is one that the arc is complete.
That's
and
right.
there's a lot of ways you can go from here, but it also can just stand on its own.
That's right. So I think it's a really bold series. It's fun to watch. There's always an asterisk beside the title that reminds us it is occasionally true.
They've taken a lot of liberties with history.
Yes.
And good for them, because
Yes, exactly.
it makes such an
History's
entertaining
boring.
show. Yeah.
That's right. It's a lot more fun to just watch the food tasters try to convince the king not to eat something they already is confirmed as poison. You know, there's a lot of, ignorance can be quite entertaining.
Yeah, it can be. And
enlightenment.
Science? Science is great.
Science and art. Oh my gosh, they learn to get in touch with their feelings.
Yes, they do.
I don't think there were any feelings in Russia before the Germans brought them. That's
somehow.
Weird.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Yes, you wouldn't have thought, but I guess maybe Germany just put all of its feelings into Catherine and then booted
Just
her out.
shipped it off.
Yeah.
Once and for all.
Yeah. But we're seeing war, we're seeing the, opposite ends of the spectrum, the very, very low class people who don't mean anything. And in fact, when there is an outbreak, they are just going to burn all of those people. Many could be treated and survive, but why bother?
Why would
They're
you bother?
poor.
It's much easier just to burn everything and start over.
That's right. So these people are very expendable in war and otherwise, or at least the leaders believe that they are.
Yes, they do.
So, and just to watch the sort of social grappling, because, in an era of sometimes very turbulent turnovers of whoever is emperor, whoever's in charge today, sometimes it's flavors, sometimes it's coups. You can't always count on your station being safe. So there's a lot of machinations. There's a lot of backdoor deals. It's constantly conniving.
It is. And wonderful.
And wonderful, that's right. So The Great is great. You can watch it on Amazon Prime, and we recommend that you do.
Yes, we do.
It's a good way to spend your quarantine.
Yes, it is. So it's not exactly a movie, but it feels cinematic. It certainly
sure
is.
I mean, it has crazy budget.
Yeah.
I am certain of that. Terrific acting. It has attracted some big name talent in front of the screen and behind. So yeah,
It's
this is a big
worthwhile.
one, and
Yeah.
I hope to see it at the Emmys next year. Whatever those Emmys look like, I bet you this one's gonna bring something home.
It better.
All right, let us know what you've been watching, because we finished this one. So yeah, recommendations. What are you watching? Bye.